How's it going, guys? My name is Asian and welcome back to this Clockwork video. Today I will talk about the tier 5 rev that finally came out. So if you go to Maddox's Slayer and you click on Revenant Horror, you'll see that they finally added a 5th tier. And this 5th tier has 2 new boss drops. So the Shard of the Shredded, which you need to kill a tier 5 Revenant for, and there's a Pride of RNGesus drop, and a new tier of difficulty or level to get, which is RNGesus Incarnate, which is the Warden Heart, and that drops from tier 5 Revenants too. The tier 5 Revenant has 10 million health and it does 6,000 damage per second. It heals rapidly, so Redemption. Explosive Assault, it throws TNT, so it's basically a Exalted Gaia, but more annoying. Thermonuclear charges up and releases a massive explosion, so you'll hear like this little noise, like a music box noise, and it's like do 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 or whatever, and then you'll see bedrock everywhere around it. If you stay in that bedrock, it'll do massive damage to you, and you don't want to stay in the bedrock when it's gonna do that explosion. You get a 1,500 Zombie Slayer XP though, and it gives you a crap ton of combat XP. The mini bosses give you a crap ton of XP. So there's new mini bosses too. So there's a white one, I forgot what they're called, like Atomic or whatever, I don't know, but there's a one that wears white leather armor, which gives you 2,000 combat XP with my wolf right now. And then there's the bigger mini boss, so there's 2 tiers of mini bosses that gives you 3,000, so basically more combat XP than a tier 4 Revenant Horror itself. There's also this new function, which is our RNGesus meter. This RNGesus meter fills up every time you do a Slayer, and when you get to 100% without getting RNGesus drop, the next drop, or the next boss you kill will automatically have an RNGesus drop, which is not always good because there's some crap drops like the Beheaded Horror, Snake Rune, Scythe Blade, so there's some horrible drops. But yeah, and I think it shares across all, it doesn't share across, I'll start. The RNGesus meter doesn't share across all Slayers, so each Slayer will have a different RNGesus meter. As you can see, my zombie one is filled up 1.5%, but my spider and wolf ones are not. We also have the auto Slayer. So this auto Slayer thing, you can disable or enable it. It will automatically start a Slayer once you complete a Slayer. So I'm going to turn that on. You can see it for yourself when I kill one of these tier 5s. And they also have Slayer bonus rewards. So you get more combat XP. So per like whatever highest slaying tiers or whatever. And you got some Slayer bonus rewards, which is earn any whatever garbage, I don't know, whatever that is. But I'm pretty sure if you had whatever the thing done or whatever, if you had one of these done, if you contributed to like the max for a Bartender's Brewery, you would have the Maddox perk, which is 5% discount at Maddox, which you finally got because it's released. With that, we also got some new bartender drinks. So we got the Wolfer Mixin, the Zombie Brain Mixin, and the Spider Egg Mixin. So all these you mix with God Potions, and you get a little extra bonus for the whole duration of that God Pot. So the Wolfer Mixin gives you 7 Magic Find, which that's probably one I'm going to use the most. You get 10 Ferocity for the zombie one, and you get 5% more dodge chance with the spider one. And you can also now make a tier 12 Revenant minion, which is going to be quite useless because no one uses Revenant minions. Okay, so now let's go ahead and kill one. So let's remove my last failed attempt because I was just dicking around with it. So it does not take magic damage, nor does it take arrow damage, which is quite a bit of big of a problem because if you only have mage weapons, you're not going to be able to kill it because it won't take any damage from it. And if you have boomerangs, that's a problem too because it doesn't take damage from boomerangs, nor does it take damage from Venom's bow, which should be able to one-shot it. But since it doesn't take arrow damage, it doesn't take the venom damage. Let's go ahead and spawn one in. So you'll see the 2 tiers of mini bosses. The smaller one is most common, obviously, and the bigger one is less common. The bigger one is actually harder to get, so yeah, you probably won't be seeing that mini boss. The smaller mini bosses aren't that rare. So there we go. It has 600k HP. It gives you 2,000 combat XP, which is actually a lot. So these will actually be good for combat XP grinding if you can kill them efficiently. Before I kill it, I was going to show you my setup. So it's my Withered Valkyrie and Crown of Greed and a bunch of Necron pieces. So the reason I'm going to use my Valkyrie is because I don't want to die, because yeah, it does a lot of damage. Obviously, it eats the TNT at you, which is kind of like what the Gaia does, or Exalted Gaia. Basically, lightning strikes you, but except this one is more annoying because it's harder to hit. It moves around like really fast. And another reason I'm using the Valkyrie is, yeah, for the Wither Shield, obviously, so I don't die a lot. And he's using his Bedrock thing, so you want to move away from that. And just lightning strike all over the place. Your regen's like really fast too. So yeah, when he goes into Frenzy mode when you get him low, and you want to stay away from that too because you don't want to know how much he hits when he's in Frenzy mode. He like one-shots you wherever, even with my Wither Shield on. So yeah, he does quite a bit of damage. He heals rapidly. It's basically unfair, but I love this new boss because it just made the game a lot harder for me. Like, or not. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I have Auto Slayer on. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. I forgot Auto Slayer was a thing. So yeah. And eventually, if you fill up your RNG bar, you'll be able to get one of the RNG drops, and hopefully you get the Warden's Heart, because that's probably gonna go for a while. Let's see if anyone's gotten it yet. So let's just type in Warden. It looks like no one has gotten it. No one has gotten it. Okay. So eventually, when someone does get it, it's probably gonna go for a lot. I don't have Zombie 8 yet, so I can't tell you what the crafts are, but you could probably check that out on like some other YouTuber's channel. Yeah, I'm a bad YouTuber. I don't have high slayers. And then that's a problem. I don't really have good slayers. But this, I'm probably going to get a zombie tier 9 with this because it gives you a lot of XP. As you can see, 2,000 combat XP. But yeah, the zombie, the tier 5 Revenant gives you 1.5k zombie XP. So I'm going to be in Slayer 9 in no time. Or Zombie Slayer 9 in no time. So I'm just going to kill one of these again. Kill one more of them. And I think the way to go about killing these is my setup. If you want to go with like your Necron, your usual Necron, it doesn't take magic damage, so mage setups won't be good. Archer setups won't be good either because it doesn't take bone damage. I'll show you. Yeah, it doesn't take bone damage. You lose money from Crown of Greed when you hit bones. Like it looks like he's taking damage, but he actually doesn't. Because I know my bones are maxed out, and they should be like doing 100k a hit at least. And yeah, he's just not taking it. And yeah, arrows don't work on him. Like he just eats them. Yeah, he just eats them. So if you can't take him like this, you probably want to use a long-range melee weapon like a Black Troop or Soul Whip. He moves around a lot, so you want to click really fast when you're hitting with the sword. And you might not be able to survive him because he does a crap ton of damage. Like, not even joking. Like, multiple times he just one-shot me, like 500 round, and I got kind of like that. And I get kind of pissed. But yeah, that's basically the tier 5 Revenant. It just one-shots you out of nowhere, and it's a pretty hard rev. And I love this update because it makes, it adds a whole new look into zombie slayers because they're not just good for grinding combat XP anymore. They're good for the drops. They're really fun to play against. Until it gets boring, but it's a new mini boss, which is I think a great idea because it's not like the other zombies where you could just like one tap him with an ink wand or whatever. It brings a whole new aspect to zombie slayers, and yeah, I love this new update. If you liked, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.